Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Let me know if my mic is working this time, because we did have that trouble last time. I remembered to turn it on at least. I changed up a few things. It'll look a little different. I'm trying to learn. We are trying to learn. Hello, hey Jay. Okay, it's working. Great. Awesome. Up to, let me scoot this a little closer. I hope it doesn't mess anything up. Oops, I just unplugged it. Okay. I gotta go plug that back in. We're gonna be stitching. Are y'all stitching? I do believe I got the streaming to work on YouTube Live also. Not positive about that. According to this, I should be able to see the chat from both YouTube and Twitch, but so far I've only seen Twitch people. So, I don't know. Don't know until we... And that way it records it. I mean, you're not done with work yet? It's still May. Our school ended last week. And then summer school starts next week. So... Oh, awesome. Okay. YouTube's working. That's good. I just don't know yet if the chat part is working. That's really exciting. Okay. I'm learning something. Okay. Yeah, it's almost 6 here. I learned something new and I try to implement it. I have goals, but it's a lot to learn. It is. And like, I'm sure there are things that will walk me through it all. And I think, but I could be stitching when I sit there and I have to read and I have to set up. And so I'm also being horrible right now and playing a video game on my phone. So there's that too. I have started following so many new people on Twitch. Some that only stitch part of the time. They craft other things the rest of the time, so that's been a lot of fun to watch. And some of them play this game called Stream Raiders. Oh, I'm so sucked in. So I actually have it going on the other computer. I just have to move a little character in place every 5 minutes, but I don't know if it's going to make noise that you can hear, but in case it does, that's what we are doing. So, it's 5. See, that's the noise. I must put a unit on the battlefield. So, oh, that didn't work. All right. I just got my Lowry set up. I have the table clamp. I have ordered a new camera, so hopefully, okay, EJ, have a nice walk. I hope it's not too hot there because it is real hot here. It might be cooling off out there. It's starting to look like it might be rain soon. It won't, but it looks like it might. Okay, so how is everyone doing tonight? Alright. We're getting stitching out. This light is way hot. There we go. Way harsh on the webcam. I did order a new one and a boom arm so that hopefully in the future watching me stitch will be easier, but today we're going to work with what we've got and hopefully it's not too bad. Hey Janet, how are you? Are you lurking while at work? And like I said, we're just stitching today. Nothing special. You all know I have about 12.5 things I could fully finish. But that takes energy and effort I don't have. And yeah, lurking while at work. Awesome. And what was the other thing? Oh, we could kit something up, but I need to kit up the next, what do you call it? Okay, we're going to see if this is set up correctly, because it's a good question. All right, my phone's going to blow up, of course, because I'm live. That's how that works. Let's see if I set this up correctly. Okay, we're going to switch screens and take a look and see if you can actually see my stitching. Yes, okay. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera around. Yep. Close. So it looks, I guess, mirrored for you, but like correct at least. So you'll see down below my face, the camera is right in my face. Okay, let's move y'all over here. There we go. So you can see just below my face here, this is what we're working on. This is When I Saw You from Peppermint Purple. And I did do a color conversion. That is, I think I did keep some of the colors from the original, but then changed it up a little bit as well. So I know, and below the stitch cam, you will see the word intermission. That is part of the theme. It won't always be there, but this theme was already set up to have the 2 cameras. And so every time, and I implement something new each time, and eventually we will find our rhythm and what we enjoy doing. I've at least managed to make it every week for the last couple weeks. So, all right, I need to. How is everybody doing this evening? I hope it's a nice, easy day, even if it's, even if you have to be at work. So, when I saw this design is 156 by 182, so it's fairly large. As you can see, lots of bulk stitching, and it only uses 8 colors. So, cool. Eventually we may play Stream Raiders, but I have to have 100 followers first, so it'll be a little bit, but in the meantime, I'm enjoying the game with other streamers. Right now, it's with a streamer named Zakayla. She cross-stitches on Saturdays, and she's cross-stitching a map of Stardew Valley, which is another video game, not one I'm experienced in. And today she is, I think she's crafting something. She's been fun to watch. All right, what color are we starting with today? I figured this one would be pretty easy to stitch and talk. Again, because the bulk stitching, so I need to get some stitches in on it. I probably should have moved it a little bit first, but excuse me. Let's go ahead and finish up this banner up here. Or maybe we'll go back and forth. What do y'all think? One strand of pink, one strand of, I cannot remember, stitch palette, maybe? I think that may be what it's called. And I put in the couple colors that I knew I wanted to keep from the original design, and then I asked what some complementary colors were. And this is the palette it came up with. I apparently don't know how to thread a needle today. I know Ryan's outside playing somewhere. Lexi has gone out of town, so I will be seeing her in about a week. Okay. Everything looks okay to me. I hope it all looks and sounds okay to you. Again, even if you're here to lurk, don't hesitate to say hi so I can know who's here. I like to flip my project over as little as possible. So as you saw, I did the loop method in the front and then pulled it to the back. The new camera should have like a zoom function and an autofocus, because like I can bring y'all closer, but the focus on this thing is horrible. Now, to be fair, this was $20, this camera, so you know, you get what you pay for. Let's see if I can make the holes today. I do believe this is a 28. This is a 32 count Lugana Spring Breeze from Mystic Fabrics. So oh, hold on one moment. Okay, my sister came to visit, so we are time by until you have basically like a timer going. And then the battle will begin in just a moment. I wonder if I can turn the sound off for that. I'm going to edit the sounds. Okay. This is a fairly good sized piece. I haven't been working on it very long, and it's one of those that you would think should just be able to pull out and get a lot of progress on, but it always finds me a little bit to find my rhythm on it. I don't know if that's the fabric or what.
Congratulations! You've just located your game partner. And who knows, maybe even a new friend for life. You've just received the second riddle. To get closer to your goal, you must explore further and deeper. I know.
Is anybody else stitching? It says I have 6 viewers.
No, explore further and deeper means we have to go further down the banks of the Seine, which is deeper than
I
this.
don't
We'll
know.
probably have to fish for our next clue. Come on, Marinette, let's hurry up and win.
I guess so. Today's Tuesday. It's earlier in the week than I'm used to streaming, but you know, it's the day the house was empty. I don't have a lot of plans going on this week though. First week of summer, the boys went to go see if the pool was open today, but no luck. They built a new pool this year, and they have not. It's taken them an entire year, and they're still not done. They're just dragging their feet, I guess. Originally, it was supposed to be done before school was out so that the school could take everybody to the pool, but that didn't happen. So they ended up driving them to another town.
Your hair is.
Halloween calendar by Tiny Modernist. I think I know what that looks like. I think Rita Marie is also working on it. That was not supposed to go there.
What's your favorite season? Summer, because it's nice and hot. Or spring, because that's when nature awakens. Or maybe the fall. The colors are so gorgeous at the time of year. Then again,
Do you get to work on it while you're at work, or you just stitch on it when you get home? Some people get to stitch at work. I do, but I know that's not everybody. So, we've decided to switch shows apparently. I'm not ready for the summer weather. It's hot, it's windy. Almost every evening this week has looked like we're about to have a storm blow in, but the only thing that blows is the dirt. It's a mess. I much prefer wintertime. During breaks. Gotcha. Hey JB. I don't know if you're actually here, but you just followed. So Laurel is eating dinner. That or she's at work. One of the two. It's kind of early. Hi Laurel, how are you? Anyways, it just said JB is following, so I don't know if she's here or not, but hi JB. Haven't seen you on virtual in a minute. Of course, I'll admit I kind of hide out on virtual stitchers. I don't see a lot of people, so like I'm available most of the week. I just silent lurk. Yeah, I knew who you were. Hi. So, welcome. I know that silent lurk. I do it at work. So I really should have come up with something to talk about today. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a stream muted that I was watching before I started streaming. Good luck on your stream, JB. Why do I not have you? Let's just remedy that real quick. All right. Follow. There you go. All right. Following all the people. I'm constantly going to the makers and crafting and just kind of scrolling through. And if anybody says anything about cross stitch or it kind of looks like cross stitch, I'll pull it up and take a look. Some people are doing other things, but I think it's a neat platform and I'm rather enjoying it. I like having background noise going 24/7. Not typically the noise you're hearing in my background, but you know, if I'm driving to work, if I'm sitting at work, if I'm doing stuff on Facebook, I like just having the background noise. She is stitching. Oh, I know this. It's doesn't say. Let's see. Another one that's live right now is, I feel like I'm gonna butcher the name. Last week she was working, or something opulence from Mirabilia. Venetian opulence. And she got it finished. And now she's working on something with lots of colors. box of crayons from Carolyn Man when somebody turns in their tokens for it, or she just needs a little break from the stitching. She does Trivial Pursuit. It's a lot of fun. And I know nothing. This is what I've realized from watching like 3 of her streams is I know nothing. There was one that really got people. Something about being on a coin and the answer was Pocahontas when everybody said Sacagawea. And everybody was like, what? It's a lot of fun. And it was one of those things where I was scrolling through Makers and Crafting and I found her. And I do try and say hi at the beginning of the evening, even if I don't stick with the conversation for very long or I'm distracted because of work and stuff. And Lori, Organic Granny, was there, and she and I met years ago at a retreat, and she used to get on Virtual Stitchers a lot. Virtual Stitchers, for anybody that doesn't know, is a group on Facebook that I started that we have a Zoom room that you can get on anytime, day or night. The people are there, but if there's nobody there, then you just, give a shout in the Facebook group and ask them to pop on with you. Because sometimes Lexi went bye-bye. She's not here.
Sit down and watch your show. Not that one.
I was trying to think of another one. Sleeping Luna Designs. She's doing a Lunar Princess stitch along. So I hadn't seen too many of hers, but I started following her. I actually have a pretty good list now. Mislaid Pages. She's a YouTuber that also does the Twitch streaming. So if you ever want to recommend any of them, just let me know. So I will go and check them out. I almost feel like we're at the point where we can get rid of Netflix and Hulu because everyone's on Twitch all the time. My husband watches gamer streaming, or he watches this one streamer that gambles, just slot machines on the TV 24/7. And you'd be surprised because it's somebody else losing all their money and not me. I don't like gambling. Is Ryan over at your house?
Yep. Him and Dad are fighting.
Oh. That happened kind of quickly because they were fine earlier today.
Styles when Chris is involved. Like, Chris just starts shit all the time, and then Ryan chooses her side, and then
Gotcha.
she threatened to shoot Dad again. But she keeps threatening to shoot. And she's like, I don't have a gun. I said, then stop threatening me with it. It's like, and then when Ryan kind of raised his hand, I was like, no. Like, he's gonna stay inside. Y'all do your own thing. Like, just because I didn't want to have the argue back and forth, I just told her, stop threatening with a gun. Like, I don't know what went on. I took him inside because Ryan was like, yeah, I chose her side because you started it. And so I was like, you know what, just go inside, Daddy. It's like, I don't know what the deal is.
Trainwreck, yes. Well, I wasn't necessarily going to name the name, but if you're interested, there is a Twitch streamer named Trainwreck that gambles, and it's crazy because I swear the man doesn't sleep. Right? He'll stream for what, like up to 48 hours at a time. It's insane, but it can be very entertaining to watch. I did not know you were here, sweetheart. Speaking of another lurker. Did you get the YouTube? I have it set up to where I'm only seeing anything from Twitch, so I wasn't sure if the YouTube chat is coming through or not. Is that what you just said to me? That's insane. He makes big bets though. And he does this thing where he tells you, I lose a lot of money here. Do not gamble. This is not a lifestyle for just anybody. And definitely after a win like that, he will put up that announcement. Because that's crazy. So. I'm going to go peek over at JB again. See how she's going. I really wish I could remember the name of this designer. I might even have the pattern. And I cannot remember the name of the designer. I like Twitch better than the YouTube Live. I don't know why exactly, but I do. So, but I figure maybe that will help some more of my YouTube followers to get to enjoy it, or maybe drag them over kicking and screaming to Twitch. We'll see. This is supposed to be one more. Tiny Modernist, maybe? Maybe hers is a Tiny Modernist one too. With the two unicorns. I wish I could like blow it up. There's two unicorns facing each other on like a dark platform, and it's got flowers all around them and leaves. She doesn't have a name though. Let me ask her. Okay. I don't think I took a starting photo. A lot of my stitching is all for events and stuff. I mean, I don't mind Tiny Modernists. So, yes, it was Tiny Modernist. Okay. So,
There isn't anything to eat.
Evie's laughing. It's cute.
I can smell Grandma's special noodles too. Let's find them. The smell's coming from over there. This way.
I'm excited for June. It already feels like it's going to be really busy. Like, I don't know why summer has to be so much busier than the rest of the year. But we have the Sirens Retreat coming up in a couple weeks, and our family reunion is at the end of the month. So some busy times. But I have lots of plans to get some stitching in, so. On my YouTube, I've been talking about these 5 categories. Myself and a group of friends, we pick 5 categories towards the end of the month, and the next month. Bye, Janet. Have a good night. Looking forward to seeing you in November. So I have these categories that I have to fit some stitching into. So this month we have stitch along. So that is, it can be like one of the mystery stitch alongs where it comes out in pieces, or it can be just something you started with somebody else. And I'm supposed to be starting a new piece with a friend this month. And then we have holiday, which I really think I want to work on celebrate Christmas. I'm addicted. And that's partly because I really need to get Alice worked on. I have somebody over here just... Do you have a headache?
No, I'm too big.
Ooh.
That way something needs to come in.
And, but also I haven't worked on Magic Study this year at all, so.
Are you okay?
So dramatic.
What's up, baby? Hey, Evie. Hey. Hi. Hey. How are you?
You know, I've always been curious how to add music to the background when I'm talking. Who knew I just had to have an iPad going? Oh, I also have to show y'all. Once we finish this strand. No, it's not bothering me. I just thought it was funny. Some of the other Twitches that I follow, they always have music going. And I don't know how they do that.
How they focus.
No, like how they do it. Like, is it a program or is it, you know?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. It's like I was telling them earlier. Each time I go live, I learn something new and I implement that something new, but there's still a lot that I don't have yet, right? Because like, all those Twitch people that I watch, they have like these loyalty points you earn and then you can spend it on stuff. I don't have any of that stuff set up. I don't know how to. Alrighty, so I'm going to finish up this thread, and then I have patterns to show y'all. They're going to go up in the shop tomorrow. Not a lot, but a few things came in. Just want to order things all the time. If you're unfamiliar, I do have a stitch shop. It's on Facebook. It's called Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery. And for the most part, I purchase things people are requesting. I don't do pre-orders, but I have like a wish list up and they say, oh, I want this. Filling in the wish list does not commit you to purchasing. It just helps give me an idea of what the taste is, what people want. However, when I do order it, I do reserve one for you just in case that was your intention. So I have a few things. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna switch screens real quick. I love that that transition. It's so much fun. So you'll see down at the bottom of the screen, right here-ish, it says Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery. Where'd I put that box? Or folder, or whatever. Okay, so I haven't put these up yet, but they'll be going up tomorrow. We have a Tisket a Tasket from Rosewood Manor. This, y'all, took me forever to get. I reordered it, and it was on back order each time. 6 different times. Pretty much since market, I have been trying to get this pattern in because it was requested. It's by Rosewood Manor, and it's really pretty. So it says, doesn't say, let's see, 280 by 190 stitches. That's quite large. And it looks like it has 4, 8, 9 colors in it. All in blues and whatever, silver, like tin roof gray color. So, absolutely beautiful. So, that's the first one we got. And then, my chat is not showing up. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. So then I also got, I've never purchased from this designer before. This is Candy Corn and Pumpkin. I'm trying to see. So this is from Stitches by Ethel. She had a cat and mouse, but I order cats all the time. So I decided to go with something a little different this time, but that cat and mouse may have to show up next time. But it's a mouse and a crow on a pumpkin. It's Candy Corn and Pumpkin. It's cute. 81 by 55, so it's not a very big piece. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 colors of DMC. All DMC. Does have some, just a touch of back stitching. Okay. Let's see what else we've got. This is the new release from A Year in the Woods from Cottage Garden Samplings. It's Bald Eagle. Let me figure out where my camera is here. So, I have a couple of those available. Those are, they're kind of a medium. They're 100 by 130. A couple things in here, reorders people have requested. And then we have Firework Kisses from Primrose Cottage. Firework Kisses and 4th of July Wishes. Super cute. This one is 43 by 69, so again, a pretty small one with 5 DMC colors. So, super cute. I want to stitch this one. Fairly quick pieces, I would think, being that small. Okay, so those are the new things I'm putting in the shop tomorrow. We just put more fabrics in the shop that Lexi dyed yesterday. Y'all saw her dye them last week. We just got them up in the shop yesterday. One set is called Whisper, and it's a lavender with gray and blue, or gray and teal. Although I'm not sure the teal really showed up at all. And then Unicorn, which is more of a rainbow dye. Again, depending on the fabric, some pieces you can tell it was supposed to be a rainbow, and some pieces it just looks pink. So it depends on the fabric. Oh, I should switch back to this. There we go. And then we also have needle minders and scissor fops, each in their own folders on the website. still searching or just scrolling over there? I did not bring scissors. I don't know how to manage that one.
I don't know how you sit like that. The legs like wrapped. She's built just like Lori, actually. I always compared her to her dad, but I mean, she built just like Lori.
Who I guess is officially taller than us now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Poor girl.
If she cares, Zendaya doesn't care. Zendaya. She's like, I don't care that he's shorter than me.
Oh, Tom Holland?
Yeah.
But have you seen Tom Holland? He's adorable. They love to be together, though.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like the girl in that show. Big girl, tall girl, or whatever.
Yeah. How's everyone doing this evening? Laurel, you never told me where you were at. Oh, you're at work. Yes, you did. Just kidding. She's at work. She got all caught up on her temperature tree. There's too many stitches. I need to catch up on temperature butterflies, but I figure I may save that for Friday and work on it in the truck because it doesn't need a lot of stitching. I know, and I also thought about keeping Nordic Winter Band Sampler for the truck this weekend because the new piece comes out tonight, and y'all know I'm trying to keep up with that one, so I'll be stitching on it soon. This will be my piece tonight, though. Let me see if I can get some good stitching in on it, because you know I also need to do laundry and stuff. I've been too lazy lately. I also didn't have a dryer for a week, so there was that. My friend Leslie at Under the Sea Fabrics is opening her shop in San Antonio this weekend. Super excited for her. I was hoping to get to go, but plans changed, so I don't think I'm going to. Would be fun though. Okay. Sorry about that. I turned it off for a minute. Back from your walk, EJ. How was it? I'm not sure where you're at. It's 5 o'clock there? Or it was 5 o'clock when I started. But I hope your weather's good. Because here, it's a bit warm for taking dogs for a walk. Maybe not now that it's cloud covered, but earlier today, it was... Oh. You walk outside and it's like walking into a dry sauna. We don't have any humidity, which is good. Canada. Okay. Well, it is a little bit colder up north. Cooler. It's so dry, and I mean, it's better because if it was humid, I wouldn't be able to breathe. Just straight up walk outside and be. But we have a 65. See, I need to move to Canada. I've said several times, if I wasn't one of those like overly proud Texans, it was what Casey said when he got in the car yesterday. It said it was 113. Now, I know it's not that hot. It's from the car sitting there and the sun beating down on it, but still.
That's what it feels like under the sun and in the dry wind.
Yeah.
Heat wind.
But if you see in the shade, no, they get negative 43 in the winter, though. I mean, I like it cold, but that might be a little extreme. It might be too cold.
That's why I haven't moved anywhere that stays cooler. Because I don't want their cold. I don't want
Well,
their winter.
my friend Laurel, she lives in California, and it's like between like 50 and 80 year round. Like, but it's California, right? She lives in Alberta, which is like Canadian Texas.
Fires and earthquakes and
yeah.
Good weather.
You have your own set of. Everywhere is gonna have its own set of issues,
yeah,
right?
But I don't want to get used to those. Like I'm okay with our hurricane season that we have and our horrible heat.
Yeah. Well, and
I don't want to get used to some of those fires.
Well, we're starting to get the wildfires out here a little bit too, but
yeah, we were under fire yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, well, when I was driving home from when we went to bowling the other day, I was driving to Planet Fitness, and it said there may be a wildfire along your path, like on the road map. But
I'm gonna go bowling. Are you off tomorrow?
yeah.
Okay. This is baseball practice got moved, but it's at 6:30 tomorrow, so Seth should be home by then.
Well, if not, it's all good. I still haven't heard about Ryan, and I don't know.
I want to go bowling again, but the only kid that seemed to enjoy it was Brayden and Everly. The other two wanted to play the games. Ryan was in between, I think. Yeah.
He's been in a mood for like a week now. He's also been sleeping a lot more than normal, so I think we're in the middle of a growth spurt.
Daddy's been a lot more moody lately, which sucks because he's already kind of moody girlfriend. And then I got them up, and so I think he's just kind of moody. So I was like, just come inside.
EJ, Karen, hey Karen, how are you doing? You two are on Twitch. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out because I did have it go live on YouTube, so. And I'm very appreciative of your message the other day, Karen. I really appreciate that. She's in Maryland, so I bet it's kind of cool up there too. Maybe. I mean, it's summer, so it may not be cool anywhere, but it's hot here. EJ, so I have another friend named EJ, so that's one of the reasons when you first came in, like, I was like, is this the EJ I know, or is this a different EJ? What do you do for a living? I'm a security guard, if you don't mind me asking. The EJ that I know, she's a teacher, so I was just kind of curious what What do you do? And does it ever allow you any stitching time? Right? You have to change your name. You don't have to change. I bet that doesn't lend to a lot of stitching time. At work, anyway. Probably don't take a lot of work home with you, though. Anything? Nope, not quite. Yes? Things do you like to stitch on? What are you stitching on, Karen? Semi-retired fiber arts teacher. That's awesome. Work from home. That's the way to do it. This day and age, everybody wants to work from home. Sometimes you need a break from the chilling.
Yeah. That's right.
What is that like? Especially mine. I have a teenager and a almost teenager. So there are times.
I have two almost teenagers and a
Toddler.
14.
Think we're going to try and catch a Marvel movie here in a few. Put them in timeline order. Not when they were released, but when the timeline were. So anyway, I forgot even what we're on. I think we just watched the first Avengers movie. So I don't know what's next. But we haven't had time to watch anything in a while, and so since it's just Ryan and I home tonight, we may have to work on one. Loads of whips. Modern folk embroidery. I was just working on modern folk embroidery last night. I think I have it. I have a mythical unicorn too. Where did I put it? Maybe not. Maybe it's in the other room. It was the family patchwork. It was the stitch along from 2020, I think. The year that we wish never was. That led into the even worse year for me. And then it started getting better.
I thought 2020 started out okay. For me. And then
Yeah.
snowballed.
Starting in April and just...
April to April. Which was
3 on the go from Jacob. Nice. I only have the one. It was my first. I like that it was a mystery stitch along. You know, it came out in pieces, but I got to see the whole thing before I got started to make sure it was something I was actually going to enjoy stitching. It's also my first foray into Silks for You, which, oh my god, must have it. Let's see. It's so good. I really need it. I don't know what I'll do in it, but I need this colorway. See this?
oh, I like that.
Right?
That's pretty. I don't know what you do with it, but
Find something that this and it'll change from color to color. It's so
Sheen
awesome.
are about to fight.
You and who?
Sheen.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I need something stitched up in that. Long dogs are usually a really good thing for those, although they take a lot. Is like a pink gold brown. It was supposed to be very autumnal, but the red just faded and it's very pink. But I still really like it. really. So anyways, it was my first foray into Silks For You, and it caused me a lot of anxiety because, like, I overthought how the colorway needed to go, right? And so I would start over here with my first strand. So I cut it into 3 strands like it suggests. And so you would think go from the end of one strand to the beginning of the next strand is basically staying in the same color, which is great if you're staying in the same area. But then when I want to go this way, what do? Do I start with the first color? Do I keep going with whatever color is, excuse me, next? How am I supposed to do this? And I way overthought it, and then I put it away for a while because all I could think was, how is this going to look? And finally, this time, I've pulled it out a few times since then. Yes, the EJ I was talking about. Yeah, from Sunshine Stitchers.
19.
She's a sweetheart. She gets on virtual stitchers with us from time to time. But I pulled it out a few times, worked on it here and there. I'm just going into my second month, like each of the pieces. So I finished January finally. I went down instead of over, so I'm in April. And look at it. It looks just fine. Why are you overthinking it? Yes, EJ can be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So I finally stopped overthinking it, and I put 300 stitches into it last night like that. I was like, man, I need to just stop freaking out. So, I don't often catch the Sunshine Stitchers videos, but like I said, EJ gets on Zoom on Friday nights sometimes, and I get to see her. So. Alrighty, y'all. Well, we are at an hour, and I'm going to go ahead and stop for tonight. I will try and do it again sometime this week, but if not, then we will definitely see y'all next week. Again, I don't have my work schedule, so when I do, I will let y'all know. I hope y'all have a wonderful night. Happy stitching.